카메라의 뒤쪽으로 단상으로 나와주실 때는 카메라 뒤쪽으로 이동해 주시면 감사하겠습니다. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. 안녕하세요. Welcome and thank you for your presence at Investment Opportunities for Future Car Industry in Gwangju Metropolitan City. I am Lee Song-hye and I'll be your MC for this event. It's such an honor to be standing here today. In this occasion, I wish we can share the vision of Gwangju Metropolitan City and get great investment opportunities in Korea. To kick off today's event, there will be the welcome speech by Mr. Lee Yong-seop, the Mayor of Gwangju Metropolitan City. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Mayor.
안녕하십니까. 광주광역시장 이용섭입니다. 온라인 투자 유치 설명회에 함께해 주신 여러분을 진심으로 환영합니다. 인공지능과 친환경 자동차는 우리 광주 발전의 양날개와도 같은 성장 동력입니다. 4차 산업혁명 시대에 우리 시는 인공지능 중심 도시로 인공지능 4대 강국 대한민국을 견인해 가고 있습니다. 또한 세계 유례가 없는 사회 대통합, 노사 상생의 강규형 일자리 사업을 성공시켜 자동차 공장을 건립 중에 있습니다. 아울러 인공지능 집적단지가 들어설 강주 첨단 3지구와 자동차 공장이 들어설 빅그린 산단, 그리고 에너지밸리 산단이 경제 자유구역으로 지정돼서 투자 여건이 훨씬 좋아졌습니다. 이번 투자 설명회를 통해 광주의 진면목을 확인해 보십시오. 그리고 미래를 위해 광주에 투자해 주십시오. 결코 후회 없는 선택이 될 것입니다. 광주와 여러분의 만남이 운명이 되고 역사가 되길 바랍니다. 다시 한번 광주에 관심 갖고 이번 행사에 참여해 주신 모든 분들께 감사드립니다.
Thank you, Mayor. He gave us a warm welcome speech. From his speech, we were able to know Gwangju is ready for the future car industry. He introduced the high-tech third complex for AI, Bitcoin complex for automobile, and Energy Valley. I hope you remember the free economic zone. I'm wondering that when you think about investment opportunities for fascinating items or trends, what comes into your mind? I assure that you can find it here in Korea. And Mr. Sean Chang, the head of Invest Korea, will introduce investment environment in Korea. Let's take a look.
Now, new investors to South Korea are probably curious about the business environment here. So could you give us an overview of that?
Yes, first of all, Korea is very innovative. The reason that Korea received so much attention worldwide during the pandemic was its capacity for innovation. Drive-through, walk-through, daily treatment centers were all developed as a part of efforts to cope with the crisis in a way that didn't exist before. Bloomberg has highly rated Korea's innovativeness and has ranked its #1 in Asia for 7 consecutive years.
Now, when I hear that word innovation, another word that comes to mind is Hallyu, or the Korean wave. Would you say that BTS, which is part of the Korean wave, can that also be considered an innovation?
Yes, that is very true. The Korean wave has shaped a phenomenon called K-industry, offering lines from cultural content to K-beauty. Total exports from this Korean wave has exceeded $12 billion, which is 22% higher growth rate compared to previous year.
So the Korean wave, it goes beyond being just a cultural phenomenon, and it also shows you that the Korean market is by no means small.
Yes, Koreans actually like consumptions, and I'm one of the big spenders as well. Among the global branches of Costco and IKEA, the Korean branches are #1 in terms of sales. Lamborghini, unlike most might have guessed, are sold the most in Korea. Consumers respond rapidly to new things. In other words, we are early adopters, which is why many companies choose Korea as a testbed. Examples include global companies such as Estée Lauder, Microsoft, BMW, and Starbucks. This is not all. Opportunities for overseas expansion with Korea as base have grown.
And I understand that South Korea has a very solid network of free trade agreements as well.
Korea's mega FTA network with 56 countries. This translates into 77% of the world's GDP. Korea can be base for expanding businesses overseas. Finally, I would like to speak to you about the stability of Korean economy.
The stability. Could you give us some examples?
Yes, recent example is an April election. Despite COVID-19, the voting rates recorded highest in the history. The elections were held safely and in a well-organized manner, receiving praises from the world. The stability of Korea was also reflected in economic indicators. The IMF said that Korea is the most stable among the OECD countries in terms of economic growth rate for this year. Credit rating agencies such as Moody's and S&P assign high ranks to the strength of Korean economy and continue to maintain the current national credit rating.
All right, now before we wrap things up, Mr. Chang, could you give us an insight into the kind of assistance that Invest Korea provides for investors?
Yes, Invest Korea is a national investment promotion agency supporting foreign companies who wish to advance into Korea. From the pre-investment stage to post-investment management, we provide a one-stop service. Invest Korea webpage posts a great deal of information on Korea. Moreover, we provide support in many forms, such as cash grant for investors, recruitment of qualified human resources for the foreign invested companies, and resolving investors' grievances by ombudsman.
Thank you for that detailed explanation. I hope today's talk will be of great help to those watching today's video.
Yes, I hope this talk has been informative and made it a bit easier on your decision to invest in Korea. If you're curious about anything, you can always visit our website or contact any of the 41 overseas investment branch officers. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chung, for the great interview. As you have heard from this interview, it's clear that why investment in Korea is essential. Many people think about how future vehicles look like, and you may be wondering why? Why Gwangju City out of numerous cities in Korea? Let me answer that question briefly. The trend-leading city Gwangju is advancing in diverse fields of technology, including autonomous vehicles and eco-friendly vehicles. Especially various fields are converging with AI and further development in Gwangju, which is the hub city of artificial intelligence in Korea. And this time, Mr. Lee Seung-yong, the manager of Gwangju Metropolitan City, will give the presentation on Gwangju's ultimate goal and progress to become the mecca of eco-friendly vehicles. Let Mr. Lee put on the screen.
Today, I would like to introduce you to Gwangju, a leading city in futuristic cars. In today's presentation, I will cover the status of automotive industry in Gwangju, our promotion strategies, support programs, and lastly, the future of Gwangju's automotive industry. Gwangju, where Kia Motor, Gwangju plant, and OEM plant for Hyundai Motors are located, boasts the second largest vehicle production capacity in South Korea, following Ulsan City. Kia Motors Gwangju plant can produce 620,000 units a year, including the Seoul electric vehicle, Sportage, Seltos, military vehicles, and Grand Bird. Gwangju Global Motor, which is OEM plant for Hyundai Motors, has production capacity of 100,000 units of compact SUVs per year. It shows the city's annual capacity reached 720,000 units in total. The gross revenue of Gwangju's automotive industry stands at 13.3 trillion won. Centered around Kia Motors Gwangju plant, there are about 300 part manufacturers and 700 related companies. The well-developed and coordinated front and back-end industries provide the optimal environment for vehicle production. Gwangju is also creating an artificial intelligence industry convergence complex that combines the automotive industry and artificial intelligence, as well as 956 optical convergence companies and 1,000 electronic and mechanical companies. The industrial ecosystem in which universities, research institutes, and businesses work together organically is well organized. There are various support agencies and specialized research institutes in Gwangju to support research, development, and business activities in the automotive industry. There are about 200 master's and doctorate level researchers working at a specialized research institute. In addition, 18 universities, including Gwangju Institute of Science and Technology, which ranked third in the world in terms of paper citation for faculty rate for 4 consecutive years. And Jeonnam National University produced 20,000 high-quality human resource, including 4,000 master's and doctorate degrees every year. And 8 universities have automobile-related departments. To cultivate the automotive industry, the city's #1 priority, Gwangju has set goals under its vision of being a leading city in green cars. Phase 1 is to complete a green auto park cluster in Big Green Industrial Complex by 2021. And Phase 2 is to accomplish a global mecca of technology and innovation by 2022 and creating an AI-based industrial convergence complex by 2024. To achieve these goals, we are putting various action plans into practice. First of all, the Big Green National Industrial Complex will house a green car cluster, which consists of Gwangju Global Motor, the nation's first public-private automotive joint venture, the Green Car Leading Technology Support Center, Global Business Center, Green Car Certification Center, and Jeonnam National University's Industrial Convergence Campus. Based on this organic connection between GGM, universities, innovation organizations, and part manufacturers, the Green Car Cluster will be able to produce compact SUVs in Phase 1, and eventually electric vehicles and autonomous cars. With its strong commitment to the growth of the automotive industry, Gwangju succeeded in reaching major labor management and public-private compromises, thus building its own job creation model and offering solutions to labor issues. As a result, we have reformed the wage system to maintain an appropriate pay level and cut high auto industry labor costs, while providing various added welfare benefits such as housing and cultural facilities. Gwangju's job creation model have contributed to building an auto industry ecosystem for reconciliation and co-growth and creating business-friendly environment. As a part of its job creation projects, Gwangju Global Motors was founded jointly by Gwangju City Government and Hyundai Motors to pursue labor management, co-prosperity. Set on 605,000 square meters in the Big Green National Industrial Complex, as determined in 2019. The automotive assembly plant will be completed in October this year with an annual capacity of 100,000 units. We will begin to assemble compact SUVs from September 2021. This is expected to create 11,000 jobs, thus laying the groundwork for boosting the local economy. I will explain the plan to create a component cluster of eco-friendly cars, a key infrastructure for creating a leading city for green cars. The Green Car Park cluster will be built in Big Green National Industrial Complex by investing a total of 303 billion won by 2021. The complex will be created as an automobile-exclusive industrial complex. As an anchor company, Gwangju Global Motor, Hyundai Motors consignment, production plant has moved in, and many more related companies will be positioning in this complex. We are also preparing infrastructure to support automobile companies. There will be a Green Car Technology Certification Center, a Global Business Center, and Jeonnam National University's Industrial Academic Convergence Campus. The company develops, tests, and certifies fuel cell electric vehicles, and special purpose vehicle, specialized in component lighting and convergence field technologies. Companies operating in eco-friendly car part cluster will be able to receive support for technology development, technology certification, and use test equipment at a low cost. Let me tell you about the Green Car Technology Certification Center that will be used in the most by green car companies in Big Green National Industrial Complex. The Green Car Technology Certification Center builds equipment for collision certification of green car part and conducts national certification evaluation. It will be built with an investment of 39 billion won by 2021 and is the only institution in Korea to certify green car parts. There are a total of 26 types of certification equipment, including battery charge and discharge regulator, vibration tester, crash driving system, high-speed cameras, and pedestrian test equipment that assesses component impact stability. In the future, we plan to expand the scope of certifications such as electric vehicle noise, electromagnetic waves, and autonomous driving sensors. In addition, we are carrying out various corporate support projects, such as non-R&D project type, corporate customized support technology, and commercialization support and training manpower for sustainable growth of auto part companies in Gwangju. The first project type, non-R&D project, is a project that supports companies on a scale comparable to technology development projects and consists of 4 areas of support: improving the competitiveness of company in the field of technology, price and quality, and quick response to demand. Second, customized non-R&D support project is a project that is supported for second and third tier supplier throughout the entire business cycle. Content of support includes securing intellectual property rights, design and analysis, production of prototype, quality certification, evaluation of various tests, establishment of commercialization strategies, and management consulting support. Third, technical and commercialization support helps the production of development prototype, performance certification, discovery and linkage of domestic and foreign buyers, and participation in domestic and overseas exhibitions. Finally, the field of human resource development is divided into employee education and unemployed education to support the supply and development of human resource required by the company. As we have seen so far, Gwangju Global Motors, an auto anchor company, and the Kia Motors are promoting joint projects together with universities, innovative institutions, and auto part companies. In addition, auto part company will be able to collaborate with the companies in energy, photonics convergence, home appliance, and electricity field. Gwangju, a city centered on an internal combustion engine, will be transformed into an AI-based, future-oriented, autonomous vehicle-oriented city by going further toward green cars. Gwangju's automotive industry has 50 years of history based on its long-standing and successful experience. It is ready to embark on an exciting journey over the next 50 years. It is our hope that you will explore and build your future together with us in Gwangju, a leading city in green vehicles. Come and find success in Gwangju. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee shared the strategy, support programs, and the future of the Gwangju automotive industry. And I think the Gwangju seems to be 100% ready for your investment. Gwangju has been establishing a robust foundation for automotive industries long before today. And with the deep experience and expertise, Gwangju has been fostering the automotive companies in order to vitalize the future automotive industries. So now we will hear about the success cases of specific investment from Alpus Korea, the foreign invested company. Let's take a look.
If you're looking for an investment destination to capture your vision, future, and hope, The answer is in Gwangju. Then, why should we pay attention to Gwangju? There is a company here that has been working with Gwangju for about 40 years. I'll look for the reason here. The Korean Alps established the factory in the Hanam Industrial Complex in 1984. They are currently producing automobile parts and electronic parts. Korean Alps is now developing new products for the new growth business. In 2013, they established the R&D Research Institute, which achieved sales of 100 times higher than that of their company's initial establishment. The Korean Alps is a representative company of Gwangju Metropolitan City, which has achieved the results of corporate growth and regional development in coexistence with Gwangju Metropolitan City.
In 1970, Alps Electric and College LG Electronics made a joint venture to establish Gold Star, Alps, contributing to the development of the Korean electronics industry. In 2013, we invested 10 billion won for independent growth and reinforced the global company to build the R&D center. And at the same time, hire 50 new engineers to reinforce our R&D capabilities, increase the number of engineers to 170. Considering the 770 production workers, the proportion of the R&D is about 22%.
Behind the growth, there is geographical and personal attractions of Gwangju. Currently, Kia Motors and Hyundai Motors parts factories are located in Gwangju, enabling smooth interaction with Finnish car manufacturers. In Gwangju, 50,000 trained personnels are trained every year, making it easy to expand the number of high-ranking human resources. Against this backdrop, the Korean Alps achieved an average annual growth of 14% and won the $400 million export tower in 2019. However, the South Korean Alps say they expect more on the future of Gwangju than the present.
Gwangju City is well equipped with the necessary conditions for investment conditions, such as securing clients, convenient transportation network, human resources supply, and a convenient residential environment. And it has been designated as a pre-economic zone. Global companies are expected to come in, and various business opportunities will arise.
Gwangju has 4 districts designated as free economic zones, including the futuristic automobile industry zone and the AI fusion and complex zone. It provides favorable business and living conditions such as tax reductions and regulation of investment companies. Gwangju plans to attract about 1.6 trillion Korean won by 2027 through the designation of a free economic zone.
In recent years, we are also promoting the development of autonomous driving sensors in connection with the artificial intelligence industry that Gwangju is focusing on. Alps will continue to operate in Gwangju as an excellent technology company responding to the industrial environment. Thank you.
Gwangju has become a good base for the amazing growth of the Korean Alps. For easy-to-work environment, solid foundation for greater growth. Gwangju will do its best. I hope that you will write about the history of companies that grow with Gwangju.
Thank you for sharing the stories. I think the Alps Korea is growing in Gwangju City and share the joy of success with Gwangju City. Thank you. Now it's time for IR pitching. The total of 4 companies, PTG Incorporated, SOS Lab, BA Energy, and Ho Green Air will come up for the presentations. After all presentation finishes, we will have a Q&A session, and we will invite the officer from the Gwangju Metropolitan City and take your comments or the questions. First, we will meet PTG Incorporated. It has original technology of independent driving motor system, and they have more than 22 technology patents of electric vehicles. So please, Mr. Park Hyung-le, the General Manager of PTG, will give you the presentation. So please welcome Mr. Park.
Hello, everyone. 大家好. Let me introduce our PTG business. Our business scope is in wheel, motor, and personal mobility. The in-wheel motor, which has been developed since 2011, is aimed at the defense sector and the electric automotive. After many years, of develop, we are currently developing 25, 55, 75 kilowatts in-wheel motor, inverter, and PCU. Also, we R&D core technology of self-driving cars. The wheel hub motor is an electric motor that is incorporated into the hub of a wheel and drive directly. Our core technology seems the core technology, outer rotor technology, inverter system technology. And we are developing in the motor and the motor pack and then platform at the same time. Hub motor mobility is our company, and the Hyundai Mobis is currently developing a personal mobility scooter, which is going into the electric vehicle for 2021. Currently, we have completed at the 6th time mock-up at this year. We're just waiting evaluation of the final products. I think we make a contract next month. We have a lot of chance to give you detail for this mobility scooter at later. If you have any question, please contact me anytime. 谢谢大家. Thank you.
Thank you. PTG Incorporated shared in-wheel motor and personal mobility devices. If you want any detailed information, you can contact the KOTRA, the overseas branch. Thank you. And now we will meet SOS Lab. They provide proprietary LiDAR sensors. Their products make autonomous vehicles, industrial robots, and coming smart infrastructure much safer and at reasonable prices. Mr. Chung Ji-sung, the CEO of SOS Lab, will give you the presentation. Please welcome the CEO, Chung Ji-sung.
Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. We are Smart Optical Sensors Lab. We are from starting Gwangju, and we want to be a global LiDAR company. So we developed the world much more smarter using our smart optical sensor. That means LiDAR sensor. And our core value is smart. That means safety and convenience using our LiDAR sensors. And let's see the LiDAR. LiDAR means LiDAR detection and ranging. So LiDAR can detect the distance and obstacle in front of our car and robot and smart infrastructure like this room and any city and smart factory. So we can see, but we can protect your privacy because we are not just camera. And this is our demo video. And first one is the hybrid scanning radar using MEMS and motor 3D radar. So, and also the second one is a single photon radar. And today we are just revealed our global partner, that is the SK Telecom, is top one telecom company in South Korea. And we developed the 1550 nanometer LiDAR sensor. That means we can detect much over than 700 meters is top level. And also that one is our solid state LiDAR, but I'm sorry for the not working in the demonstration video. And we started from the Gwangju Institute of Science and Technology, that is GIST. GIST is such as MIT in Gwangju. And we are from 4 PhD in our lab. And our lab is about 16 years ago, we started to develop the LiDAR sensor for port for shipping. And we started industrial LiDAR, that means 2D LiDAR for smart factory, such as smart Samsung Electrical. And also our second one is the 3D LiDAR using hybrid scanning LiDAR. And that means MEMS mirror scanner and motorized stage. And that means we can much more high density image using only one radar source. That's our key technology. And the second one, third one is the last one is our solid state LiDAR. We just unveiled this CES show, and we have a plan to real sample in this KES show. KES is such as CES in South Korea. We just start and next month, and also we are rebuild our ML sample in CES 2021 show. And our our major target is automotive market, and our key technology is solid state LiDAR and MEMS hybrid scanner. And we got a $14 million fundraising in South Korea, and we have already proved with 22 global partner project in South Korea, and also we got many patents, not just in South Korea, in China, in Europe, and US. And this is our core product is solid state LiDAR. It's very similar with the LiDAR in iPhone and iPad. So that means a finalized version of LiDAR is optimized, such as camera. So that is our architecture. So there are only the lens, 2 lens and 2 chips. That's all. And so we can change the lens like this, and we can change our field of view. So we can meet your field of view. And that's our competitive point. Sure, it's very low cost because of the low BOM and also good performance for automotive area. And this is our demo video, but now this demo stay shot in this summer, and much more density and good performance demonstration will be shown at next start of year at CES show. I want to show this table. There are only 4 or 6 solid state LiDAR company in worldwide. And after the COVID-19, every global OEM wants local partner for every part. You can see, and 2 companies from Europe, 2 companies in US, and 1 company is from Israel. Only 1 company in Asia is SOS Lab. So that means we can make a good parts in global OEM, especially in Asia. And we got a good competitive point is supply chain. That means it's not just only 1 supply chain, it's 2 supply chain. 1 supply chain is much global named in global area, and the other supply chain is local based. We already invest our local partners. So that is our second competitive point. And this is our roadmap, and I can show our real solid-state sensor, and next year we start of production after 2 years from Gwangju in here. And this is our next step. We got a plan about 20 million Series V investment from the next summer. And our first short-term plan is in the industrial 2D radar. And mid-term is smart infra, 3D radar for smart city and smart factory. And the final goal is solid-state radar. And we, for that plan, we needed that investment, and we have a plan make a AI-owned radar R&D center in Gwangju, and also build our factory in Big Green Sandan. Okay, we make the world smart with our lidar. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So SOS Lab has advantage in terms of mass production and low cost, and also they have the patent not only South Korea but overseas. Thank you very much. And next we will meet BA Energy. They have to provide ESS safety solution and contribute to the future generation through safety technology. So Mr. Dylan Kim, the COO of BA Energy, will give the presentation. So please welcome him with a big round of applause.
So, as we already know, we are using much renewable energy recently for EV charging system or solar power plants or wind power generation. But there are much fire issue. Can you please make this slide for the full screen? So there are much safety issue and fire problem lately, but the Korean government investigated the causes of the safety issue, which are on the screen. So what should you do? BA Energy will be your solution. My name is Dylan Kim, COO from BA Energy. So solution is ESS Energy Home. Our ESS Energy Home is the whole integrated safety management system against the temperature, humidity, and fine dust, and external shock, and so on. We are protecting very expensive equipment. They are for the only energy storage system, and we have a core technology for the dry room customizing tech, and HVAC technology, and software, and the sensor technology, and firefighting material technology. And why now? And why us? So we finally established a joint venture company with the KEPCO, and we are distributing our safety solution to the ESS owner, which such as LG Chem or OCI and Hyundai Electric. The market is very big, and the market is still growing up very fast. And the $7,000 million for now. This is our SOM market. And there are two biggest companies in the global regarding the energy storage system, which are Hyundai and Samsung. And they are all located in South Korea. So that means we have a core technology for the ESS technology. Of course, there are competitors, but what BA Energy has comparing to others, which are customizing technology and a heat exchanger with polymer engineering system, which is called PCM technology, and total one-stop solution. And our own software technology, which is SMS, software management system, and customized price, design, and installation. And we also are protecting our technology with our 40 patents so far. These are 7 core features for the ESS Energy Home: modular expansion, and factory mass production, and 5-wall structure, and frame design tech, and other software technology. And so far, we have been establishing ESS Energy Home to the 140 sites in abroad and in South Korea also. And accident rate is 0% so far. There were no fire issue. These are our BA Energy's images, and we are providing such as these pictures to our customers. This is our business model. We are doing government projects of about $5 million, and we are manufacturing with our own factory, and business expansion listed below as the opportunity. First is use battery for EV charging system. We have established these sites about 2 months ago, and government ESS project and biopacking cold chain solution. So cold chain solution is based on our PCM and insulation technology also. And this is our beautiful team. Park Chong-jin, he's our core technical advisor. He's from Samsung Electrics. And another technical advisor, Hyun-soo Park, is living in Stuttgart in Germany right now. And we are keep receiving reports from him about the insulation tech and then renewable energy technology. And our CEO, Tae-young Kang, has many experience about the material technology and as a salesperson. And for me, I'm in charge of the global expansion. And since we found the company in 2014, we are growing up very fast. Last year, we earned $6 million, and in this year, our sales revenue would be $8 to $10 million. And this is our technical roadmap by 2025. We are not only focusing on energy storage system, but we are moving to EV charging system as the safety management system. Funding plan, we seek $3 million so far, and another $3 million we are seeking for the global expansion and HL and other software developing. So we are the right company for the Green New Deal policy, so find us if you need any solution for the ESS. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kim. BA Energy introduced the ESS Energy Home, and they provide the solution to conglomerate. And also, they have a core technology of ESS, more than 40 patents. Thank you. And this time, the world meets Whole Green Air. They're commercializing the drone with a 2.4 kilowatt drone using hydrogen fuel cell, which has a longer duration comparing to existing drone. And also they're utilizing LTE telecommunication network. It doesn't have any limitation of a control distance. And they have a goal to change the stream and the paradigm of the world drone market. So Mr. Joo Hee-chan, the manager of Whole Green Air, will give a presentation. Please welcome him.
Thank you. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hee-chan Joo. Today, I would like to introduce Whole Green Air, a company which specializes in drones, one of the technologies leading the fourth industrial revolution. Whole Green Air is a company professional in drone software and hardware, and based on this, it has a convergence solution that integrates drones into various industries, such as aerial survey, disaster relief, national defense, and agricultural disaster relief. Currently, the drone market is growing, but the biggest reasons for not being actively used are short flight times and communication problems. Most of the drones in the market could only fly 10 to 30 minutes, and the communication distance is within 5 kilometers, which makes them inadequate for missions. Also, communication encryption is weak, so there is a risk of hacking. In order to solve this problem, we increased the flight time by at least 4 to 10 times than before by using hydrogen fuel cells, and developed an LTE module for unlimited control distance, dual security, and swarm flight. Through this solution, we are targeting the domestic business-to-business and business-to-government markets for the first time, and we intend to advance into the domestic as well as overseas market through Green Air's Europe branch. We have the exclusive rights in Korea of Intelligent Energy, a hydrogen fuel cell development company, and we are developing hydrogen power packs using this, and the performance is higher than the best products in Korea. The existing radio frequency controlled drones had a short control distance and could only control one drone with one controller, making it impossible for swarm flight. However, with Green Air's LTE box, the drone control distance is unlimited and multiple drones can be controlled with one controller, enabling swarm flight. It also prevents hacking through our dual encryption system, which encrypts the collected data from the drone. By combining the two products with such competitiveness into one, we are trying to change the paradigm of the market that was related to the existing drones by showing prominence in various markets such as agriculture, surveying, construction, logistics, and military. Green Air has more than 100 certifications, and currently 10 out of 16 patents related to drones have been registered and 6 have been applied. Green Air operates a company based on a management team and sales team, trains pilots through drone training, and develops drone software and hardware through the R&D center. The company has also been registered to the International Society of Air Safety Investigators, so it conducts flight safety and aircraft accident investigations. Since Green Air establishment in 2016, our sales have been growing steadily, and we expect more than $1 million in 2020. Most of the sales are expected to come from hydrogen drones. If we get investment through this opportunity, we are thinking about $1 million, and the funding plan is as follows. 55% will be used for new businesses, such as the hydrogen fuel cells, and then the new businesses, and then 20% will be used for manpower enhancement, and 80% will be used for facility investment, and the remaining 7% will be used for participating in exhibition and seminars. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Green Air solved the major problems of drone, the short flying time and communication issues. I'm very looking forward to new technology and new product. Thank you. So we had the 4 companies are pitching. So if you need any detailed information or specific contact information, please call the KOTRA branch in your country. They're really happy and they're ready to give you all the detailed information and contact information also. So many of you might have questions and want to ask questions and give the comment. So in consideration of time, we took the question in advance the meeting from the audience. So the Mr. Lee Seung-young will answer the question. It was a quite impressive presentation. Thank you.
Thank you
and
very much.
You look more handsome than Korean.
Thank you.
Thank you. So the first question from the audience is for investment. There are numerous factors, including optimal industrial environment or well-equipped infrastructure and human resources. So I want to ask, what is special? What is the special advantage for eco-friendly car industry in Gwangju City?
Okay, that was a very good question. As I have been mentioned earlier, the Gwangju is promoting automotive industry and has been designated as an autonomous test zone for combining AI industry. Also in Gwangju, Hyundai Motors OEM plant Gwangju Global Motor will be newly established in Korea for the first time in 23 years. Starting with the production of the Hyundai Motors compact SUVs model, Gwangju Global Motors is also planning to build an eco-friendly vehicles that will become the core of the automotive industry.
Wow, the 23 years, quite long.
Yes, it is.
Wow, so many people are really surprised and shocked that 23 years long. Wow. And the electric vehicles are really common these days. So the audience want to ask a question about the electric vehicles. So how many electric vehicles are manufactured in Gwangju? And the second question, how much infrastructure is built for charging electric vehicles?
Well, that's a very sharp question. For the first questions, the currently Kia Motor is Kia Motor Gwangju plant producing about 23,000 electric vehicles, models like a small car, Soul's electric vehicle, and commercial truck, Bongo electric vehicle. The manufacturing of the electric models will continue to expand with the industry. And for the second question, for electric charging infrastructure, 1,300 units of the charging station have been already installed in Gwangju, and more than 100 units will be installed in every year.
Wow, so 1,300.
Yes.
And yearly 100 the units will be updated and it will
Every
be
year.
established every year.
Yes, it is.
Wow, it's a very vast business environment for eco-friendly and the symbol of the
Yes,
city.
hope so.
Thank you very much, Mr.
you.
Lee. Thank you. So the dear audience and ladies and gentlemen, have you discovered new potential in Gwangju City? And have you found a good investment opportunity in Korea? If you say yes, today's event are pitching and all the programs were worth your valuable time. Industry-specific introduction video for Gwangju City is being aired online. So I'd like to ask you to look for Gwangju, Invest Gwangju in YouTube. It will be updated every month. So once again, thank you for watching and thank you for participation. After COVID-19 closed, I will look forward to meeting you one-on-one and we can contact and we can shake our hands directly. I look forward the day will come soon. Thank you very much. 감사합니다.